art belongs in the world. It belongs in the shared bits of the world. It belongs within commonly held space.
Good work is not about the kind of communication that human beings do between each other. I think it has to do with somehow communicating the human condition or human existence to something beyond itself.
Yeah, so, are we running?
I'll never forget that first approach. You come to the edge of Salt Lake,
And it's absolutely magic. The feeling of being at the edge of endlessness, something like that. It's like being on the lip of the edge of the world. Inside Australia is the name of this project, and I think what I'm trying to do is unite the notion of the interior of this continent with the notion of the interior of a population, and it seemed very right to take the nearest local community. It was easy to find the site in a way, which is geographical. The difficulty was to find a social site. I didn't know anything about the geology of Western Australia when I first went, and you feel it immediately. Here you are flying over a very ancient continent. It's almost like your heart starts beating slower. Everything slows down, and you're close to something that is itself close to the beginning of things.
amazing stuff, this, look. This whole story starts in New South Wales in 1989 when I had to dig the foundations for a room for the Great Australian Desert, and we brought back about 400 kilos of this and made 1,100 little terracotta people that looked a bit like this. And we set them down on the floor. This is like malleable flesh. And it's amazing that's what this place is made of. And all I knew was that I needed a clean, clear, open space.
The population now is probably somewhere around 80 to 100 people. Going back 100 years, there was somewhere between 11 and 12,000 people in the town. It was quite a big town with bakery, brewery, shops, 7 or 8 hotels, the whole box and dice. And the gold shifted and the people shifted and it was all left behind.
Trucks don't slow down through Menzies. It's like it's lost its grip on people's idea of destination. I loved the feeling that this was a town at time forgotten in a way. I went into the police station and I said, "What do you think about having a few sculptures out on Lake Ballard?" And he said, "Well, are they valuable?" I said, "Well, yeah, probably. I mean, probably a few £100,000 worth." He said, "You must be mad. They'll be gone." He said, "They'll be gone."
So he wasn't terribly encouraging. Having found this extraordinary place, I then had to find the Today people.
He came across a real arty, farty type person, and then when he went off out into the lake the first time, he came back glowing red because it was quite warm, and so the next few times that he went out, he actually took his bed sheet and draped it all around him. He used to look like Lawrence of Arabia.
Yeah, Anthony came in here and had a very red face and was badly burnt from walking around on the lake, and he explained to us what he intended to do here, which took a little bit to sink in, but we sort of listened to him.
When he first came in, we was all looking up at him. A big, tall white man walked in here, just stepped everybody and sat at the table, and he said, "I'm looking for Lorraine." I said, "I'm Lorraine." He said, "Oh, you're just the person I went wondering what's going on with." I don't know, he had a way of putting me at ease. Yeah? We supposed to make him feel welcome. I think he was making us feel welcome. Yeah.
I guess the first phone call I had from Sean to ask if Nancy Shire could help with these statues going out in the middle of the lake, and there's a sort of culture amongst pastoralists at some stage in their life where you would get phone calls, very humorous ones, where people would play really big tricks on each other to the extent where you got totally sucked in and you would respond, and then someone would crack up laughing. And originally I thought, hello, we have one of our ex-pastoral friends here doing a bit of a giggle. Started talking about these wrought iron statues that were going to be scanned and 33% of body mass, and I was thinking, this guy's either crazy or someone's having a lend of me here.
Can we make the work in some way uses this abandoned zone of the outback that is on the edge of the Aboriginal heartlands, on the edge of the goldfields.
Some people say that they know the difference between, when they get a gold down or whether, tin or various other metals that one may find in the bush, nails and tacks and pieces of lead, fired from bullets or from guns. But I dig every sound that I get up so that I'm sure that I didn't leave gold behind.
I had nothing to do one day, and I borrowed a milk sector off a neighbour, and another fella from Kalgoorlie and myself went to a spot out the bush, and we actually went in the wrong direction, we were told, and we picked up a 56-ounce nugget sticking out of the ground. It wasn't hard to find, and we sold that to Alan Bond, and I suppose that was about the start of it.
What is a miner trying to do? Not very different from my Inside project, trying to get to the concentrated core of things, searching around, hoping that they're going to find something. In the real gloopy bits, this makes an incredible noise when you pull the damn thing out. Listen. You hear that?
I've used my own body for 20 years now as the closest bit of the material world to me. I didn't ever want